Hello. Yes, we had a good time at the park. Overall, we had a really loud. We had a diesel bus, like a tour bus, parked next to the meditation spot, and somebody, when I told them to move, please move, and they did. So that was a blessing. Cause I would have just sat and meditated on a diesel sound, but wasn't a big deal. Welcoming James. Yeah, I'm gonna just be here for about an hour. I realize need to relax, but of course I'm real. And sister, I got this as a gift from Sister Jane, the original grandma, the OG. Don't add that. Yeah, don't add the diesel truck. It was like a tour bus. Yeah. No, I just came for 1 hour today, so. The lowest note out of tune, but that's okay. The main part is that the OG, this is a blessing, you know? To me, it's more like this represents love. And I think that's the beauty of the gift. This, you know. Welcoming Sister Ricky, Grace, got up. We have something really good going on. You know what? Relaxation. We found a flow that works on TikTok, you know, on social media in general. So really grateful. So I've been grinding, basically, just working at it. Welcoming Gurja, TB. And so I'm already looking at how to. Diesel sound wasn't, the fan from the diesel truck, it wasn't even it was on, and you know when tour buses, they have that AC fan running hard. That's all. So I'm looking at how can I. People have been loving the singing bowls a lot, and of course the flutes. But mixing all the flutes, you know, what's more potent? Like people like this one. People don't really resonate with the jellyfish. It's not strong enough medicine. People like the nature. Right, people love the nature, especially when you turn this off. People love the mandala. Mandala absolutely works. That right there is an Arabian flute. This is an Egyptian. This is Egyptian. The Egyptian has a more heart-opening experience, right? The Arabian is a bit more upper chakra, higher above your body. Of course, Sunday, kind of tiring day, very active, still going. Yeah, I've been developing hard, like developing myself, the stream, lots to contemplate and see how to keep the inspiration going, looking at more binaural beats and all the details, because it's working. When something working, you don't want to take you don't want to take it for granted. You want to keep developing, because it could if you don't do your best, that's on you. So I don't take it I take it seriously, Whenever we find success, it don't just stop there. So just grateful for all the blessings, and thank you, Mary. So that's why understanding what my brothers and sisters need out there, we have to talking less, Yeah, talking less and more music when it's appropriate. I think when I have less time, I should just spend 1 hour and say hi to you, because it's like what's being asked, the flow, it's telling me focus on healing, which is why I'm looking at 432 hertz instruments, which is another realm of. Now, apparently this is a 432 hertz flute and I didn't know it, because, or maybe not, I don't know. Well, I can check right now if this is what hertz this is. Well, I can check what note, but it's like what tuning did they use this at? It's supposed to be a B, right? Let me check. So I'm learning about all this 432 hertz. Can I you can talk to me right now. You can DM me for sure, but is it that private? You can just say hi to me now. B flat. Yeah, if it's very private, sure. No, it's 440. It's not 432. It's 440. I'm trying to experiment with sound to see, does 432 hertz. You are perfect. You are perfect. Yes. Well, everybody's perfect already. We can all say that. But realistically, if you don't keep developing, it's not about, to me, it's not about perfectionism. It looks like I'm trying to perfect it, but it's about slowly improving. This is the difference. Perfectionism, you're never fulfilled. When you're fulfilled, it's called excellence. That's the difference. Perfectionists never feel enough. To me, I'm happy with everything that I'm already blessed I woke up today. The issue is, you aren't going fast. You aren't going fast. Growing fast? To me, I don't look at the speed. Right. I don't look at the speed. I just look at, are people at, how can I keep helping people? Like, we all have a different standard. Like, if you think I'm going fast, my master, my teacher's even faster than that. So whenever your teacher's like that, there's a reason, right? I guess he wants to hear you do it very slow. Yeah, no, my master, if you think I'm fast, when you see my master, he's moving like at an even faster rate, and that's my master, right? And so, but the speed is not like, it's not about the speed. It's like, he doesn't even think it's like, it's not about the speed. It's about consistency and devotion. That's why when you just do 1% each day, it seems like you're moving fast. Because many people are not even doing 1%. Right? Where are you living? In Houston, Texas. Right. Yeah, it seems I'm moving fast. No. It's just I care about daily improvement. I like it's slowly building. And after a while, people think it's big, but just 1% each day. But many people don't even do that, and they wonder why their life. If you can just do 1%, brothers and sisters. Because maybe but it's more about that 1%. It's oftentimes either physical or planning in your head. There's a expansion. which can be right, very hard to conceptualize, which is why we have to do both, expand the mind and expand discipline and action. Right? This is why I'm not looking for followers. I just want to see who's willing to do the work side by side with me. Those are the people I'm like, hell yeah, keep it up. But the one that worship you, love your damn self. Mindfulness, yeah, the master's teaching, yeah. Mindfulness, discipline, results driven, help people effectively. Not just follow some ideology with no effect, with no results. Right? A lot of people have ideology but no results. I don't hang out with those people because they talk very good but no action. Right? But that's okay because those people are very few. It's easier to... They can't do if the mentor is undisciplined. Yeah. The beautiful part is that your result speaks louder, right? People can talk like we're talking about philosophy right now, but when you look at the results, that's where is it genuine results? Our actions speak louder than words. A lot of people will talk about discipline, but what's the result of their discipline? Right. And some people have discipline, but are you genuinely happy with your life? If you are, congratulations, right? But if you're not happy with your life with discipline, what are you disciplined towards? Make more money. A lot of people will have discipline and be completely miserable. Kinda, and so this is what I don't pay. Some people, they're good at selling you a course on their YouTube page, or the $22 card reading, or a psychic training for $2,000. And so this is why you have to be very selective of who you listen to. Because some people, when they find success in life, they don't try to help others. And then they wonder why their life goes down, because you're a taker. Right? When you're just somebody who take only and you don't learn to give, the universe will take from you. But that's sometimes called being humbled by the universe, Where did you find your master? When the student is ready, the master will appear 1,000%. If you don't do your best, why the heck would a real amazing teacher? Like when you're somebody who's a student who doesn't give all, you're not gonna meet a master who give all. You know what I'm saying? But when you're giving your all, doing the best that you can, being sincere, doing the best to be pure, you attract the peer teacher. And in my case, it's absolutely real, but many people will follow the teacher because they want to go make money, because that's what their teacher's teaching you. Learn this modality, now use it to sell tickets, Reiki, for my clients. Ew. If y'all want to treat your community as clients, follow those. We're not client here, we're family. But many teachers out there, my clients, this and that, it's not in here. So you are the truth is that your life is your teacher. And when you're surrounded by people who take life seriously, your life improves. That's it. And when your life improves and it overflows, you share with others. When your wisdom overflow, you share the wisdom. When your money overflow, you share your money. When your happiness overflow, you share happiness. But if you don't even have to overflow, your cup will run dry and empty, and you begin to chase money again. Why money again? Because that's what they're teaching us. Chase the money. Hey, somebody's paying attention. I don't worship you, but is that weird? Make sure you love yourself even more than me. You cannot love me more than yourself. Because the love's inside. If you don't come from the overflow, you slowly become empty. Because what if today is my last day? Heartbroken. Right? What if, right? Don't depend on me, depend on this thing within. That's your real master, your heart. But do you live from this space or here? It's very difficult to live from here because so many people don't follow this thing. And that's why they're always looking for your money, $22.22. That's why the healing work they're doing, it doesn't feel pure. Right? That's why they come to TikTok. They come here to get their clients. And then once they have their clients, why build community on TikTok? Well, when their clients low, back on TikTok to get more clients. You. That's how I feel about that. You. Clients. Imagine if Jesus called his followers my clients, or Buddha, I need to give the Dharma to my clients. You. Somebody was, let's see here. How does your teacher treat you? When I meet such people, they always show up so wisely but weird. That's a great observation. The weird thing is a filter. Because when you live from your head, you're trying to fit in and be spiritual, act spiritual, look spiritual. When you follow this thing, you be weird. Because this thing is called originality. Right? Of course, you have to know when to turn it on and off. That's why we're not just cracking dad jokes the whole time, and that's why there's a time to be serious. But also the weird part is because I learned, stop trying to fit in. But you have to learn how the system works, because you don't want to because if you don't flow with the system, you become a resistance, and you're not useful in humanity if you don't learn how to harmonize with humanity. You know what I'm saying? Oh, missed some comments on. Right, my master, the same thing. Weird. But he said at one time, when the Bodhisattva do the work, sometimes he act a little weird. Because when you try to fit in, the ego is more out. The ego rises. But when you be original, some people won't like you, and that's perfectly fine. Not everybody is gonna like you, and most people won't like the truth, because the truth can be painful to the ego. So we smile while we feel like shh. But the weird people got nothing to hide. people judge me, like, let them. When people come to be disrespectful, that's not my fault. I mean, that's not my problem. Their disrespect, they're just showing me they don't want to be here. They don't have to be. Next. You know what I'm saying? Because when people respect you and love you, they're going to continue to show it. Sometimes you disagree with people and they'll still love you because they actually love you. You don't have to agree on everything. Like Sister Grace did not like it that I really appreciate Bob Marley in the beginning, but she's still here. Why? Because when you have connection that's authentic, it's beyond like, oh, I don't like you because you like Bob Marley or whatever, right? Because when somebody sees beyond that, that's called love. That's called the heart. Right? Some people, they don't know how to respectfully disagree. So in this community, we learn to respectfully disagree. You don't have to agree on everything. And the beautiful part is that you don't have to spend any money. You don't have to be here, and we're not trying to convert you. And there's a lot of healing here, and you can leave anytime. And we bougie up in here. Thank you, Kenny, Chris. We have fun in here. Take what you like and leave the rest. Yeah, because if someone has a lot, if you're not on the same page with somebody, go somewhere else. That's all. Right. So that's why if you just continue being yourself, you're gonna repel the people who aren't meant to be with you. But if you try to fit in, you're keeping the people who you don't even like. You're trying to please people who you don't even wanna. You're on the same channel with. Some people just like to. Some people, they like dressing spiritual, talking spiritual, and having all these ideology. But they drain you. But they drain you. They act spiritual, they dress spiritual, they think spiritual, they hold workshops, they have events, they want to collaborate with you, but you don't collaborate with them. They wonder why the heck you don't collaborate with them. What we do is we stay with the peer energy. I'm not trying to do no sound bath in hotels. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I do. I'm not trying to do sound bath in places, right? 'Cause it's more about community, not about selling tickets. Some people more about selling ticket to spiritual event. And it's hard for them to understand that there's a path called genuine spiritual community. Where we just help people, right? Because if you go to a bougie place, it's gonna cost money. Right, so now the people who come are going to be only the people who are willing to invest money, and they're gonna think they're getting something because they pay a lot at a hotel, like $77, whatever. But when you just do it for free, you get everybody, the people who can't afford and the people who can, and some people, when they have, you help them. Or they help you. People who don't have, they show up with authenticity. This is why donation base is beautiful, because sometimes people want spiritual community, but they can't afford to go to bougie hotel sound baths. But when you just do free events or donation-based events, it inspires everybody to show up because there's no expectations. So this is why I try to stay around people who are pure and not thinking about money. Because when there's money involved, people act a certain way. Because you just paid $111 for a one-day event. My name is, right? Namaste. Welcome to the sound bath. Why? Because I've been through that kind of circus before. Not no more. Not no more. That's what I used to do. Because I thought that's spiritual people go to psychic fairs, psychic events. You pop up a table. Some people do psychic readings for this price. Some people sell crystals for this price. Some people will put a singing bowl on you for this price. That's where I began. But then when I met my teacher, he just helps people. And he's healing like seemingly impossible to heal illnesses. For free. No booth, no event, just straight help people. And I'm like, this is different. And so you're in the same inspiration, help people, the end. But right now it's just, I'm here to just be more, the chatter is going to be less. So whenever I show up, when I have a little time, I think it's good to just talk. And like during the long streams, we're going to be focused more on healing. Maybe at the beginning of the stream, we'll do more engaging like this. But people really appreciate the full immersive thing that we've been doing, you know. The binaurals, amazing binaurals. And so I'm looking to see how can I make it better? How can I keep improving? I know it's great already. But imagine there's something even beyond that always. But of course, in the moment, I'm just happy to see that we can breathe together. We can smile together. We can heal together with Sassy Mom and Samiha. Quiet minds. Your singing bowls are so beautiful. If a person follows the sound of the bowl, it frees the mind. The best help we offer is no words, just shared. Yeah. So it's everything, right? Right now, you hear nature sound. But the universe goes, they need more potency. I'm like, potency? I don't even use that language because I'm happy with less, right? Just give me nature and a flute. Right? People have been using the word show me your spiritual potency. I'm like, And so the potency shows up. So it's been popping off. So deeply grateful. Because I can't just make big changes right away. You have to slowly try. Welcoming infinite tooth. Sometimes you gotta do a Harry Potter and wave the hand. That's why the universe shares respect with those who deal in time instead of currency. The time we have together, I'm just doing my best to be loving, honest to you. Jojo says, for some reason I like to imagine you as a Shaolin Kung Fu practitioner. We do energy Kung Fu. We're like a sound artist. A lot of dopamine out there in online. And so we have to open a stronger mandala, which is all the music, right? The mandala just helps you to be present. When you hear the vibration, this is a mandala. When you hear this, mandala. Me speaking more softly, more gentle, mandala opening. Relaxing, mandala. All to help people be present and stop doom scrolling online. So much detail involved, because the dopamine's strong these days. Right, because to me, give me some nature sound and flutes. But it's not enough for how strong the dopamine, the addictive dopamine content is. And so that's why you have to see me bring so much. But it's worth it because people are a lot happier. People are more peaceful. Thank you. Welcoming Amy. Leonardo hanging out. Right? People are slowing down from the doom scrolling. And we found some amazing recipe. Of course, thank you to Sister Sassy Mom always giving me TikTok tips, tricks and tricks to content creation. I'm always paying attention to the algorithm. I'm always paying attention to what's working and what's not working. Right? Whenever I'm speaking something more raw, it's going to be like this. But when I'm ready to be more mainstream, I tone it down a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. We have to bring the Guan Yin energy. You know Guan Yin Bodhisattva? Right? The one Guan Yin. More graceful energy. Compassion. And so you have to speak from grace, from kindness. A more feminine energy to embody. Because the truth that will help people wake up, they don't want to hear it, right? The mainstream wants the gentle, graceful energy, like a breeze, easy to flow. Welcoming James, welcoming, right? So as I speak like this, it's very warm and comforting, but it's by choice that I'm speaking this way. And to maintain this is so much energy. Right? Let me just be honest with you. To maintain this tone of voice, graceful, meditative tone, so much energy. I'm going to sleep soon. And then while I'm speaking from this already peaceful, I have to play a singing bowl that's making me go to sleep. Right? So when I'm doing all this, I'm already like, and then you put a binaural beat on. You don't even know. Right? So I start to realize it's really tiring. Because everything tells you go to sleep, but all the training that I've done tells me you must stay awake, bro. Right? Lights off. It's got blue light in here. We got the mandalas going. We got the balls going. Right? I'm like, and the whole time you have to look graceful. If you start like being sloppy, people like, what the heck's going on? You can be sloppy a little bit, but if you're sloppy too much, people start to notice, they leave instantly. You crack too much jokes, they complain, so you have to find a perfect balance. And you know me, I love to crack freaking jokes all day. So the amount of energy I'm taming, luckily I have a lot of energy to center. So it helps me not fall asleep while doing all this meditative content. I'm like, sleepy, but jokes still coming through. Don't say it. Don't say the joke right now. We're in serious mode. The dad joke wants to come through now. Breathing in. Oing, 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 oing. Slowly out. I'm just being like, this is my relaxation time with you, you know. I'm only going to be on here for what, 23 more minutes. I've been really tired from the healing work. It seems hard because you're doing something. Yeah, for sure. As I get used to this, it'll be fine. What's your favorite dad joke? Oh, God. Let's not go there. Stop trying to distract me right now, okay? That's a trick. Stop tricking me. I'm trying to relax. I'm like, Anything with bamboo? Anything with the word boo in it? Because I just think it's cute. Like Jigglypuff. You know. Bam. Boo. There's a lot of bamboo jokes. Okay, fine. We're going to sidetrack, okay? Okay, we're gonna sidetrack right now. Okay. What's the scariest tree? Right, it's the delivery joke. It's the delivery that's hilarious for me because I like performative art, which is why stand-up comedy comes natural for me, right? Bam. You already know. Let's see here. Oh God, there's bamboo puns. Ew. There's other bamboo jokes, I just can't find it. What does a panda say when it wants to scare somebody? Anyways, yeah, I like, it's about, I enjoy silliness. Silliness, because, when you helping people heal, helping people heal. Yesterday I said not talking. Yeah, I try. In the beginning, I tried to be spiritual. I tried to copy. Sometimes we copy our teacher. I copy my master a lot. But I also have what's my nature, which is the humor part. Right? My teacher is a lot more fierce, very bold, lots of fire. I'm a lot more gentle when it comes. He has a big heart, my delivery style just has a lot of humor because that's how you deal with my stress in the past. I watch Mad TV and Dave Chappelle over and over. That's how whenever I'm down, I watch the lady with the crystal gel, Maneo, right? Bobby Lee, hot dog, right? But I didn't, and some Saturday Night Live skit, Sean Connery. Oh my. The damn Sean Connery skits. You know what I'm talking about? Stop, breathe, relax is my motto now. Guy humor, yeah. Put the gel in the sky. Short nail, a long nail, honey. Oh, honey, that's why you single. No problem. Only $5 more. Because even in the, because when you grow up Asian, there's not a lot of mainstream Asian jokes that are hilarious, but that one was on the spot. You're like, you know what I'm saying? That one make the Asian community feel seen. Thank you for representing us, even though you're Latino. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Only $5 more. Because when you grow up, when I grow up, I was always looking at where's my people. I always, when you move from Thailand to America, you kind of feel abandoned. and you don't know how to fit in. So you think you try to fit into like the Asian community. I do not fit. Like growing up, I did not fit into the. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. Let's be real. I was dorky. I guess I'm still dorky. Which is called, but at the end of the day, I was just myself. Innocent. Right? When kids are themselves, they're dorky because they don't care what people think, and that's why it's like that. You just have you considered comedy as a career? Well, I do stand-up comedy to help people love themselves. Right? That's what we do on here. So all the humor, it just inspire people. You can do it. You can relax. You can laugh. That the spiritual work can have laughter too. Because growing up, you just gotta know that. Yeah. Like growing up, spiritual, like Buddhism, growing up in Theravada Buddhism was so boring. It still is, and that's why people are not going to learn it as much. Only a small few be like, what's the Eightfold Noble Path? They'll go read it, but they won't practice it. Interesting. Right? I'll go read the Four Noble Truths, but practicing it, applying it in my life, no. Just read it is enough. Don't apply. When I went and read the Four Noble Truths, I applied it to my life. I'm like, dude, this is some real observation. Life is suffering. Check. There's cause and effect. Check. Right? Nothing is permanent except change. Check. And there's a way to be free from it. Word. Give me more. Eightfold Noble Path. You're like, 8 of them. And the whole time, when I first started reading the Buddhist text, I'm like, what the heck are they saying? I don't even get it. Because when I read, my mind doesn't understand when I read one time. But when I read 3 times, I'll understand. So for me to read, and my reading comprehension is not the greatest. So that's why whenever I'm reading your comment, I take the time to read, right? So that's why when I'm like, Frankie said, so lovely to arrive in here and get some. So I have to mindfully read, because if I don't, my mind won't absorb it. Because that's just how I am. But everybody's different. Yeah. Yeah, could be, yeah. So reading it slowly. So, yeah, second language. And but the weird part is that I was always good with grammar. I'm good with writing. But reading, I always got the worst grade in reading. And reading comprehension, right? It's reading and understanding. I always got like a D in reading comprehension. And I thought, man, I was so dumb. Right? Of course, I'm aware that I learn differently. And a lot of it come from, the ADHD. And where does it come from? Seeing your parents fight in front of you all the time. And you just gonna do this. Scared to... Like, I was just in fear all the time. I didn't want to get spanked, so I just want to let me just play with my Legos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get spanked? Like, I remember I used to hum a lot because my mind, I used to hum a lot. Or beatbox. And my dad would get so irritated. My dad would always tell me, stop tapping. And so you just, so every time you're trying to be free in yourself and somebody tells you don't, it makes your brain glitchy. Right, this is why I'm the way I am. I come from, but you can learn to make your glitchiness work for your life. So that glitchiness turned into being really weird and humorous and laughter. Right? Before I'd be very insecure to be myself because I was just, my parents, like no one told me I did a good job ever. Right? When you grow up and nobody really like, you don't feel supported, you just think, I mean, I'm sure somebody said good job, but I didn't, like I was already think loser. I'm just loser and that's just how it is. And so when you just completely believe that's what you are, right? You quietly believe it. You don't know that, right? You don't know that's how you carry yourself. And then I realized as I had my spiritual awakening, I found out that secretly I just thought I'm not good enough. I didn't know that. But when I did recognize that I had that negative mentality about myself, my life completely changed. I allowed myself to be good enough, and I learned techniques. I started believing in myself, and you can too. And so, has life been easy? Hell no. But is it fulfilling? Absolutely. Because I get to help people with result, and that's where so that's why I'm here. This is why I can help other people, because I thought there was no way out. I just thought, man, I suck. I just thought I was a complete loser for many years of my life. I judged myself. I compared myself. Because, people compare. Like, man, they're an engineer over there. He's a dentist. Damn, they're graduating college. You dropped out twice already. And so you feel like crap about yourself already. So this is why you turn to substance, to just, you have a quiet shame, man. Right? There's like a quiet shame. But the spiritual awakening was so strong. And of course the shame was still there, but as I began to be more mature, I stopped comparing myself to others, and I just started following my dreams without needing to compare myself to others, and being free. And you can too. And so the music, it comes from this place called freedom. Right? That's why I'm so passionate, because man, if I can do it, where I used to think I was a loser for so many years and I didn't speak English with confidence right? I started speaking English clearly in the past like 7 years, right? My English was not very good, but once I started believing in myself, my English got a lot better, because I started believing in my voice. I started believing in myself. And so that's why when I see someone who comes to the stream and says, when I see some people who come to when they come to the stream and say my English is not very good, I'm like, it's fine. You don't have to apologize for your bad English. Because even though they might type broken, I can, right? Because I come from that broken English family. When your English is second language, you're gonna. And now, the master is the one who showed me. Look, it's called being original. When you speak perfectly, right? When you speak quote unquote broken, there's some originality to it. If you speak with confidence, or you can, but if you speak with with self-doubt, you radiate that too. So if you confidently speak with confidence, if you speak with confidence, even if the language is not perfect, as long as you get the message across, that's all that matters. How your French come? How's your French? French. The only French thing I do is fries. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, and that's not even French. That's English. You know what I'm saying? That's not even French. That's English, but it's Americanized as hell. I think can make people feel that your accent sound like a Southern, which makes an English. Well, I have a lot of influence from I live in Texas for most of my life, right? I came to America when I was 6 and stayed in the South. So I learned the Tejano culture, right? The Mexican culture, Tex-Mex. I learned the H-Town culture, right? You learn the hip hop and rap, and you have a lot of friends, and you hang out with Asian, street people on the streets. I hang out with the urban vibes, right? That's who you see at the club, the urban vibes, the hustlers. So I'm very comfortable with the urban vibe of, because that's my homies, that's my people. I grew up, and that's where you come from. You don't forget that. Of course, you have everyone you interact with. Like when you go to the clubs, your homies slanging, hustling. There's some shady business going on, but that's just life, right? And you hang around with the bad people sometimes because you don't know better, right? But as I learned to know better, I cut away all of my friends who are toxic and disharmonious to your life. That's why I don't hang out with I cut away all my drinking friends. Do you understand English when I arrived in the States? No. I was in ESL. I came and I was in ESL until 6th grade, right? So I stayed in ESL from 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 5 years of ESL. And I still had I went to summer school in 3rd grade, in 4th grade, I think in 5th grade too. All right, and I went to summer school also probably 7th grade and 11th grade. So look, if I can figure out my damn life, you can too. I went to tons of summer school. No shame, drug, yeah. How old are you? I'm 36. What was summer school like? Oh gosh. The first time I went to summer school was, I think, we had to write a how-to paper on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. My family don't know what the hell a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is. We didn't know what the frick that was. We don't eat it. We're not from here. So my dad had to go tell the teacher, we don't know what peanut butter and jelly sandwich is. That's my beginning. right? There's no like internet at that time, and we didn't ask anybody. You know, we're just trying to survive, right? We're just trying to survive, and so I just didn't write that paper. And of course, it's simple, right, Peter? But when you're an immigrant family, now the first years when I came to America, my mother was very devoted to my education. The first year. The second year, just go. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing spelling. We spelling up in here. Because, you know, America. Yes, America. Second year, just go to school. And so it was fine. Everything was great. But once I got to middle school, I got picked on a lot. Because I switched areas. One was like really good school, and when I went to lower income school, I got picked on a lot. Because why? That's my karma. I got picked on. Right? So that's when, right, this is when I started like learning about hip hop. Girl, you look good. Juvenile was out, right? Trying to, right, fit in now. When you try to fit in, your life not doing good. When you try to fit in, you're not doing good. You're like, they're wearing FUBU. I'm trying to wear some FUBU. They're wearing South Pole up in here. I'm looking for some South Pole to wear too. They're wearing some polo. Polo anything? I'm looking for some polo because I think I'm trying not to get picked on. But I didn't, right? So I'm trying to stay under the radar. Hell no. Asian kid wearing FUBU. So it didn't really... Asian kid wearing South Pole. Like, that's different. This dude weird. Right, so I constantly try to fit in very bad, but I just didn't because that's just how it was. Right. But luckily I had the Thai temple. The place I felt at least decently accepted was the temple. Even the kids at the temple, sometimes I feel I don't fit in. Because I didn't speak English. And so whenever I was at the temple, you would rake the leaves. I like to just be... I didn't like people. Let's just be real. When I was young, let me just rake the leaves. I don't want to talk to them about it. I'm happier not talking. So whenever I was younger, I really enjoyed meditation and raking leaves and doing chores around the temple because I didn't have to be around people. Because people... You know, I was not comfortable. So I found a lot of comfort in chanting, being around. Because at home, it's like, when my parents come home, they're going to yell at you for something. So at home, I was not happy. I escaped to listening to the radio a lot. Right. Listening to whatever was on the radio. Just copied it. Red Hot Chili Pepper. Someday in the eyes of a pacifier, look around and wonder why you are always there. So music was something that soothed my suffering. So I always had my Walkman, listening to hip hop, or just mainstream, whatever was on the radio. But once I found video games, my escape. When you find video games, you find another world to escape to. When you find that you can escape to the internet, is where you go. Because your life sucks. When your life sucks, you're not trying to you don't want to live it, right? You're not trying to whatever it takes to not have to deal with that life. And so it led to a lot of just, I was in football. I was in B team. I was in orchestra. But I was, I had no enthusiasm. I never practiced. Always last chair in orchestra. But I like football. B team, and I was the lineman in B team. They disassemble you. So me not fitting in at a young age is perfect for spirituality. Because you don't need to fit in. You are you. Right? Trust me, I try to. Everybody playing Pokemon, I'm getting Pokemon. Right? Everybody playing marbles, I'm buying marbles. Right? Everybody watching WWF SmackDown, I'm watching SmackDown. I'm trying to, right? And nowadays it's hyper trying to fit in and even more dopamine. And so I'm glad that recently many schools have decided to implement putting your phone inside of a bag and sealing it so that kids can focus on school instead of be distracted by their phone. Right? So it's like a pouch that needs a magnetic release, and kids are starting to talk to each other again because they're not always, and they realize it's good for them. Right? The kids realize they can focus better without their phone, and so I have hope because we're going the right direction. Because kids are always going to be on TikTok. If they have their phone in school, they're their brain, and it's fitting in, right? To be on TikTok next to your friends, that's called fitting in. And so I'm glad to see that many schools are starting to. Do you think taking their phones? Yeah, the phone's a distraction because nobody disciplined them on when to put it down. And kids, when you're young, you're more susceptible to dopamine. You're like, ooh, I like that. I want to keep watching it. And then when you take it away, they don't like it at first. Right? Imagine back then during lunchtime, kids talk to each other. Nowadays, lunchtime, all the kids are on their freaking phones. And then you wonder why their mental health is going down the drain. They're not even socializing. And imagine what's happening with the adults. That's why so many elderly people feel abandoned. Because the people that usually will the family or whatever, everybody's being abandoned. And so we had to learn to be with each other. Anyway, let me just play a flute and then I leave, okay? Because I can stream forever. I could stream for 3 more hours, but I need some rest. It is 440 hertz. Yeah, I'm looking into 432 hertz right now, but then I would have to change. I would have to get a lot more flutes. So, but the main part is that with what we got, we're doing amazing work already. So as if I'm meant to get 432 hertz flutes, you hear them. But right now, the universe tell me, pause on the flute. Look into the singing bowl, because many people show up for the singing bowl now. Right? Yes, we can do a little healing. Initially, because to me, I love the flute. But it's not enough for brothers and sisters. Even if I'm playing the triple drone flute, it's not enough to inspire people to meditate unless you're like already aware, into it, wise, calm. Right? You're gonna be like, hell yeah. Right? So here is the modern approach. A little healing for y'all before I go. Okay? Just a little bit. Let's do some Egyptian flutes, right? The most potent background sound right now, rain, to cleanse your brain. I already know it. See, it's starting to come in already. So if you're looking for a full healing experience, come back on Tuesday. I may be on tomorrow night doing my part. Yeah, tomorrow night I will do some goal. I think the better time for me. Yeah, let's stick to the time first. Let's stick to what we got. So, yeah, today I've been doing a lot of. Tomorrow it'll probably be around 9 p.m. But realistically, by the time I ground, shower, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours tomorrow. At least warn me. I know. I saw people starting to, because when I start to do the healing work, I already see the number go up. I'm like, I don't want to mislead you that it's going to be a long healing experience. So that's why I stopped it. Okay. I already saw, like, here they come. I don't want to I don't want to mislead people. We're like, man, this is going to be a journey. Oh, what the hell? He's stopping. Yeah. Because when you serve, when you help humanity, when you serve, the universe shows you how to help people. And so I'm not doing it. I just be a good servant, but I have to learn to serve myself first. So tomorrow night, it'll be 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then Tuesday, it'll be, my goal is to have been, I've been tired more, so I've been getting on a lot later. But my goal is to do the 5 hours, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then from 7 p.m. to midnight. Okay, I like midnight better because I think it's healthier for me. So I'm doing the best to find balance. I'm focusing more on live streaming than creating content. And because Central Time, that's just my current calling. And as people request more, like as y'all request more things, I'll make it. But of course, if I'm making content, making like offline content, then I have to take the time from live streaming because I'm streaming 10 hours a day already. And so I'm looking at balance. I have to take care of myself. I have to eat, of course. I have to exercise. I have to sleep. The basics, all right? So I'm looking at all the detail. How can I maximize my time to serve humanity without getting sick? Can we help with offline? I mean, I don't know what that would look like, but in the future I may just like hire a video editor because, I don't know. At this point, I'm just going with the flow. As I grow, then we'll see. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Well, right now, if people like singing bowls, then I need to create singing bowl content that's offline. Right? Yeah. What you can do for me is practice self-love. Devote yourself to your own happiness. But that just do for you and we all win. That's the truth. When I'm around practitioners, the world is good. But when I'm around followers, we need more practitioners, people who practice meditation, practice gratitude, practice love, practice kindness. Please practice, because you may be inspiring somebody without even knowing it. What you do is like parenting. Like most. Yeah. Anyways, 3 ohms, I'm out of here. Breathing in. Thank you, Charles, Ranch, VR. Thank you, คนไทยทุกคนขอบคุณนะครับ Thank you, Ellie. Thank you for all the blessings today. I know, short stream. Thank you, Grace. Queen Jocelyn. Alicia Marie. Kiki for reals. Kiki. I love the truth is up in here. Grace. Ellie. Digital Canopy. Arrow Eyes. Thank you, brother. Infinite Truth. Messina. Samiha. James. We got Mr. Wise Pork. Slime Bucket. Catching the end of the stream. Let us know how we can help. For real, like actually practice self-love. Like deeply connect with yourself and be enough for you. Like that's actually the truth. The rest, the universe will take care of, brothers and sisters. Because right now, the more solid practitioners we have in the community, you're going to make a beneficial presence naturally. Just be you. The end. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.